Sometimes I have a hearing problem. That's the reason.
Paragraph 15.2.1.
I don't mean that you should shout.
No, I'm not shouting. You said you can't hear, sir.
I'm not saying I can't hear. I say sometimes.
Well, sometimes, okay?
Yeah.
So just tell me when I must speak
I
a little
am
bit harder,
saying,
sir.
I am saying
Yes?
sometimes when I can't hear, when your voice goes down, you understand? You just said something there that I did not hear.
Yeah, but you don't give me time to speak. You speak over me, so let me speak.
That is
and then
exactly what you're doing.
Exactly, you're doing it now again. Paragraph 15.2.1. Can we go there?
Mr. Host, just read it.
Yes.
Just read it.
The paragraph that I was talking about. The number of Visukuli Ntuli, accused 5, with cell phone number 27159512239 was saved on the SIM card under index 75 as Lungusan. The number was identified by Colonel Stein and investigation team, and through section 205 it was established that
You said.
okay, on what accused did I say that, sir?
Let me explain what you said, Mr. House.
100% listening.
You were giving testimony about the information that you got in respect of accused number 2.
That's correct, yes.
Subsequent to that, you then said that the number that was saved on the database, indicated that there was a communication amongst all the accused present.
But then you must...
That was in respect of accused number 2.
No, sir. Then you must get your perspective right, and you must listen at the right time. That was said on accused number 5 when I put it on the database. And if you read my statement, exactly where it stands there, paragraph 15.2.1, the number was identified. I'll read it again for you. The number was identified not on accused 2, accused 5, paragraph 15.2.1. Let's go there again. The number of Fasuluk Ntuli, accused 5, was saved on the cell phone, on the index number 75. Then my next sentence said, the number was identified by Colonel Stein, an investigation officer, and through section 25, it was established that the number, not accused 2's number, but accused 5's number, had communication with all the other suspects. I never said accused 2.
My Lord, I'm going to request in that case that you go and listen at the record.
How is it going to help us, sir? Because you maintain...
It's going to assist the impasse that is between me and this witness, because I keep on saying that this is what he says. He keeps on saying that this is what he said.
Please, just learn to listen. You have put an assertion to him, right?
Yes.
And as this witness, you're not going to change what you said now,
No.
right? So what we should do...
I'm not so sure, my Lord, after having listened to the record, whether it's going to change what he said.
No, he says he's not going to change it.
That's, I don't want. I've said
do you
I'm
want?
requesting an indulgence
Of doing what?
of having regard to the record, my Lord.
Okay, fine.
Thank you.
Can you find us... Is it at the beginning of your...
That was at the inception of his testimony. That is yesterday, not on Tuesday.
Was it yesterday?
On Tuesday, yes, yesterday.
Can you find that piece of evidence?
Thank you, Mr. House. In essence, this is what Mr. Meyiwa is going to say. That it is true that there could not have been a linkage between him, that's accused number 3, and accused number 1, because he never knew them. I mean, he never knew him. He only started to know him when they appeared at Boxback in respect of this case. That's when he started to know him.
That's 100%. I can't dispute it.
Yes. Further on, he also says that it is also not strange that there could have been no linkage, as per your analysis, between him and accused number 2, because he never knew him. He started to know him on the day on which they appeared at Boksburg in respect of this case. Never called him. He just did not know him.
Well, I didn't testify about the communication between 3 and 2, so I can't say if there was any linkages.
In respect of accused Mr. Mapisa and Mr. Ntuli, that accused number 4 and 5, he says he knew them from a long time ago. They were communicating.
That's good.
Now you are saying you're not in a position to testify about the times, the dates, the sports where, because it might have been made or received, etc. That is not within your domain.
No.
Thank you. I'm saying he said he's unable to testify about the date on which calls were made, the times, and yes. Thank you, Mr. Host. I am going to request to pause for now, pending the record. Then we'll take it from there.
Honestly, to the state that we can't open the disk. It was.
I'm shocked. No? Maybe I said high. Sorry, I don't think you listened to Mahano's evidence. Mahano's evidence was it is practice for police when they enter a different.
Hello, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining my show, my personal podcast. And my comment today on Senzo Meyiwa case, ongoing Senzo Meyiwa case. I don't have much to say. I don't have many things to say about Senzo Meyiwa case, the way it is going. But I just wanted to let you know that there is something wrong that's happening, especially on the defense side. This is just my opinion. Maybe it's not the reality, maybe it's not the truth. It's just my opinion, my observation about the Senzo Meyiwa case. There is something wrong with the defense. Okay, there is something wrong. You see, I'm very concerned with the postponements that are happening in the Senzo Meyiwa case. They are not healthy. The postponing the case is not healthy. I want to say that it's not healthy. And once these postponements are happening with requests or applications from the defense, okay, so it's not healthy at all. You know, it shows that there is something wrong with the defense. They're trying to squeeze, okay, they're trying to squeeze, okay, or to create, counter evidence where there is no counter evidence. Okay. But I wanted to say defense team or defense lawyers are officers of the court. They're supposed to help the court to make sure that justice is not only seen to be happening, but is observed, okay, physically observed to be happening. So this is all about justice. The requests or applications for postponements are irritating the public because there is massive public interest in the case. And talking about the rights of justice, this is not only about the rights of the accused, also the right of the deceased person. The deceased person deserves swift justice. Okay? Swift justice, because apparently we never know, maybe this case may continue to second stage. Okay, we have heard about 2 dockets. Okay, it is up to the state. The state may decide to proceed with. There are so many ways to approach a case. Okay, so it doesn't mean that the way the state approaches this case, this is final. No, the state may proceed to the next stage. Okay, maybe to see wherever what can be the next step as well. All the dockets may be addressed if the states decide to address all the dockets. Okay, so there's no need to rush. But what I'm trying to say, okay, the state, okay, is not doing justice because they are requesting postponement since the case started. Okay, there was a time they postponed the case for 1 year. See, because there was a change of lawyers. See, so this is not right. You know, this is not just this is not justice. This is not right. You see, especially when it is coming from the defense, because the party that deserves to be requesting postponement is the state. Understand? Not the defense. The defense have, the state have enormous task, okay, to they have enormous task to prove the case beyond reasonable doubt, which is very, very high scale. While the defense, they just have a little, they just need to approve something, a doubt, a little doubt. Okay, only that they win the case. So what I'm trying to say, the defense must stop, or the defense must minimize trying to squeeze, okay, counter evidences where there are no counter evidence. We heard about the 205, okay, and they were squeezing Colonel Hodges, who was representing Colonel Stein, who had gone for retirement, and they were pushing him about 205, which was not his job. Okay? This was not right because it was not his job. Colonel Stein already addressed 205. Okay, he already addressed. There were questions that were asked, and he stood his ground that the suspects were connected. All of them, they were connected. He stood his ground until he retired, and then he replaced. This new one did not have anything to do with 205 anymore. You see, but they are pushing him on 205. No problem. It was postponed and will be addressed at a later stage where he has been ordered, okay, to have something to do with 205. So he may do the 205, okay, on the order from the court. No problem with that. But what we are concerned, the postponements must be minimized so that justice must happen. Thank you so much.